Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I did. But he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Put him on
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And this time, Jackson will throw it. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got the rookie from Oklahoma, Marquise Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, what?
Following the penalty, Chubb. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Too little, cupcake. 81.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the scoop. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 52.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, hut. 15 on it. Hatchet. Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. 25, check 25.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Tighten down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here we go.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch it. Check.
Step, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Third and long for Mayfield. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Of course, they had the... and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go. Keep the Pittsburgh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Here's Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65, 65.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Regular. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's all
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Wide open receiver complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Browns first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And again, it's Chubb. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurry. Hey, award 33. 58.
Here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll make it 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Regular.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Check. King. Hurry.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hurry. Mike, 58, right there. Run it.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So it's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You got nothing. Begin.
Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Check.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. He's coming. Come on. We got double up. Take 4. Switch.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Watch the
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 99. Check.
Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ingram. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Check 37. Check 37. Hey, Mike.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Jackson will keep it. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
180. 58. Come on. He's time to leave. Check 3. Check 3.
From the gun, Mayfield going up top. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Okay, ready. 951. 951. Come on, the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. Chris Moore was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Crunch time, defense. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Okay.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Let's set it. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back.